Okay, so I've got the entire garden watered one time. And you can see by the time I get to the end over there, there's little spots that are kind of starting to dry out already. So I've got to get some leaf mulch on this thing. I got to get the kids out here to help me gather leaves, because I mean I'm limited to, you know, I have to stay within 100 feet of the 50 feet of the electric pole, because that's how long my extension cord is for the leaf blower mulcher deal. I wish I had a battery powered one or something, or even better, a gas powered one at this point. I could just, you know, ride the lawnmower through the woods or something and gather them up. But as it is, what I'm going to have to do is like take a tarp up into the woods and just lay it out flat, and have the kids just pile it full of leaves and then kind of fold it up and drag it back and mulch it up down here. So, because there's not enough leaves just in the, you know, immediate area within 50 feet of that electric pole to do this by a long shot. So, because it's going to take a bunch of leaves, but there are plenty of leaves up in the woods, so I'll have enough. I just have to get them down here. One other thing I wanted to show you guys was how much organic material is in this dirt. Now, I haven't messed with this at all. This is just from tilling it up and then watering it. That's all that's been done to this dirt. So, see if I can even see the screen. I'm sure I don't have to zoom in very far to see, you know, all the little twigs and sticks and leaves that have been chopped up, and just all kinds of stuff in there. I mean, there's, you know, all kinds of little organic materials in there. It really shocks me how quick plants start soaking up water. When I got here, these sunflowers were kind of just a little bit droopy, you know. I hadn't been out here for 3 days, so, but now, I mean, they're standing up proud. So the tomatoes, they're still a little bit kind of saggy, but you know, they're starting to perk up pretty good. Now, this sunflower down here, as you can see, it has fallen back over where it broke off, or where it kind of broke over. And I had it up on that little stick right there, but as soon as it straightened out, because it did have like a big loop in it, like right here, as soon as it straightened out, the stick won't hold it up anymore. See if I can get it to kind of prop it a bit. Maybe, no. It'll fall back over, but I don't want to mess with it too much. If it falls over again, I'll just let it lay. And it laid over before and was still reaching for the sun and everything, so we'll see. If it dies, it dies, I guess. Rest of them are looking good, though. Yeah, this down here is already starting to dry out. And we've got moist soil down pretty far, so. Well, now I guess I'll go through and plant the rest of my seeds. Okay, so I got all my pole beans in. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but there's little indentions Yeah, somewhat it's picking it up. Anyway, I got my pole beans in. And then I just wanted to show you guys real quick how I put in carrots. With carrots, all I do is run my finger down the row and make kind of a little trench all the way down. And then I'll just take a handful of seeds and get a pinch of them and just drop, you know, between 2 to 4 seeds every 2 inches. Just sprinkle them down through there basically. And then you can thin them out once they come up. The reason I do that many seeds is because they're kind of notorious for not germinating well, so you want to drop pretty much a whole bunch of seeds down in there and then thin them out as they come up. And they only need to be like 2 inches apart, so that's how I do my carrots. And then once I have the seeds in there, I don't know if I can show some of the seeds or not. Yeah, there's some. Well, anyways, you get the idea. So what I do then is I just take and just throw the dirt back over the top of it. I don't really even pack it down or anything, so just cover them back over with dirt and then water them in. Okay, so I've got pretty much the whole garden planted. I got my pole beans in down there. I've got carrots in right there. I've got okra and then squash. So I've got these little spaces down here. Oh, I got my corn in down there too. But I've got these like 4-foot spaces down here with nothing in them. So I'm going to put some strawberries and some different kind of onion bulbs in down here. So okay, so finally all the plants and seeds and everything are planted in the garden. The whole garden is finally planted. I'm just going to go over and do a recap of what all's in here, if I can remember. Okay, we got iceberg lettuce. We got lots of onion. We got squash right there in that row, in that second row. And then from that stump down is those empty spaces. So those 2 rows right there are strawberries. These are strawberries. Alright, so up through here we have okra. And then here are carrots. And then a different type of onion bulb. The onion bulb is 1, 2, 3, 4 rows worth. Then we've got our sweet banana peppers. And then our green peppers. Some of them are a little small to see still. And then we've got our Rutgers tomatoes on this side. And then Amish paste in that second row. Okay, and this is the last row of the bulb onion. Now from here, 4 rows to the end is all corn. So I think I counted 34 corn seeds that I planted. And then right here's our pole beans. And then our cucumbers and sunflowers. Okay, well, now I just have to go through and water the whole thing again. It's about, oh, I'd say 5 o'clock, so I'll be leaving here in maybe about an hour and a half or so, because this is already dried out quite a bit. Some of it's not, but anyway, I'll probably do one little more quick video right before I leave after everything's watered in again, but that's just a rundown of everything we got planted here. Alright, well, the whole garden is watered in for the second time. Everything's planted, everything's watered in. It's looking pretty good. We're supposed to have chances of rain on Wednesday. I hope we do get some rain. If not, I'll probably have to come, well, I might have to come back out here like Tuesday anyway. We've got temperatures, right, like today it was up to like 84. So, I know some of you are kind of ticked a little that I'm able to do this already, but that's just, you know, that's just the Midwest for you, I guess. I mean, that's what I like living about here. That's what I like about living here so much, is that we have 4 distinct seasons, you know. They don't all just blend together. We have, you know, 100-degree temperatures consistently in the summertime. We have, you know, fall from like the beginning of October to the middle of November. Like there's a, you know, about a month of good fall weather, and then the winter sets in until, you know, March, the end of March just about, and then our springtime is seems like about 2 months long. So we have distinct 4 different seasons, and really that's kind of how I like it. I'd guess it to be about 6 o'clock right now. The sun is down below the trees and everything, and so hopefully maybe this round of watering won't evaporate so quickly. You know, it'll have time to sit and soak, kinda. Everything's looking pretty good though. No real problems yet. Pole beans got watered in really well. I do need to still put up the fence for the trellises for the cucumbers and the pole beans. And the tomatoes, I'll just use tomato cages that I had from last year. I'll have to get some more. I only had 11 from last year, and I've got twice that many plants this year, so I'll have to go and get some more. Luckily, they're only about $1.50 a piece, so that's not too bad. Green peppers are looking pretty good. Look at all these rocks. It's just polka dotted with rocks. Especially after you water it, it really just brings the rocks out. Person would spend a lifetime trying to pick all these rocks out. And I imagine that's probably what'll happen. I'll be 60 out here picking these rocks out, if I'm lucky enough to make it that long. Carrots got watered in really well. Okra got watered in pretty good. It's all looking pretty good. The squash. Well, I guess that's about it for today. In case anyone's wondering why we're not doing like a whole wide variety of stuff, a lot of people will try like different stuff and grow, you know, 50 different, you know, types of vegetables and stuff. Me personally, I would rather only grow what I know I like to eat. You know, I'm not gonna grow, you know, an entire row of something that might turn out to be nasty, you know, or something like that. Just like, you know, like turnips. I don't like turnips. They make me vomit. So I'm not going to grow them. You know, why would I grow them if I'm not going to eat them? I'm not going to try to grow something just to see if it'll grow or whatever. I don't really care about that. I am going to plant some pumpkins and watermelon, but I think I'm going to try to plant them up there kind of around the pond bank where the dirt stays moist all the time. Maybe the roots will grow down to the water or whatever where I don't have to water them. At least that's what I'm going to try to do. And I'm not going to plant very many pumpkins because, like I said, I only plant and grow what I'm going to eat. And I mean, how many, you know, it's fun to carve them for Halloween and stuff like that. But if you're not gonna use them for food, you know, you can make pumpkin pie out of them and stuff like that. You don't have to just scoop the guts out and throw them away. And watermelon, I'll grow as many of them as I possibly can because they're just good. I would have to probably stagger them, that way I don't get too many at once, but you can always pick them a little early or a little late, I guess. Well, I guess that's about it. I've just shut that nozzle off and I'm just going to leave it just like that. That way, next time I come out here, I don't have to prime it or nothing. I can just turn the water on. Well, it might be a couple days before I come back out here, so I guess I'm just going to head home and take it easy.